So this is how I decided to do my insulation. First thing I need to do is make a pattern of each hole that I need to insulate. So just took some good old-fashioned butcher's paper, put it up against the wall with a little helping hand from some painter's tape. Just crush the paper in here. And outline it with a Sharpie. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Want it as close as possible. But as you'll see in a few moments, cutting the insulation is very easy. So I would err on the large side because you can always cut it down. It's not pretty, but that's my template. So let's go out and cut this and see how it works. Then I just lay my pattern down on the polyiso. Take my utility knife and slice right through it. And I err on the large size. The utility knife won't go all the way through. So then I use this nice thin knife that I borrowed from the kitchen. It follows right along. I know some people on YouTube videos make things look easier than they really are, but that is how easy it really is. And by doing it this way, there's very little mess, very little debris. I've seen some people use a electric knife. I tried that. It created a lot of debris. I just found this a lot easier. So let's go see if this panel fits. Here we have our cut piece, and fits in there really well. I will need another layer. This is 3/4 of an inch, so I will cut another piece, and I will use spray adhesive or contact cement and bond the two together. Now, hear that noise? Don't want to hear that driving down the road. So I'm going to use these insulation pins, which are double stick tape, and after I get the sound deadening material placed on here, I will then put this on 2 or 3 places and push the insulation over the pins. There is a cap that goes on these pins to keep them nice and tight up against the wall. But I still may hear that squeaking. There's another solution. Now, I already cut the panels for this section. And what I did here is I bonded the two together using spray adhesive. and I put this polyester batten with spray adhesive onto it. This polyester will not hold moisture. It will also keep the insulation a little bit away from the van wall, allowing some air circulation. It also solves the problem of any squeaking, because this goes in there, no squeaking at all. And it will be held in by a few of these insulation pins that will go on to the van wall with the double stick tape on the back. So that's how I'm going to be doing all my insulation. I will, of course, trim this extra polyester before I actually install it. So that's my solution for insulation. One of the things I like about it is that I can remove it and reverse engineer it, I guess you'd say, so that I can take this off in a year and I can take a look and see, is there any mold? Is there any rust? What's happening right here between the wall and this insulation? If I use spray foam, it would be a mess. If I used wool, the R value is lower. If I use Thinsulate, the R value is also lower. So this is what I'm going to try, and a year from now I'll take a look and maybe I'll switch to something else. But right now I think this is the most cost-effective, simplest solution with the highest R value to insulate the van. Another tip is to number your panels and number the wall so that you know which panel goes where. And also, give yourself an arrow so you know which way's up, because this old man forgets sometimes. And you'll know where every panel goes.